We initiate by providing the world with currency in exchange for a commodity. We do not simply distribute it. We obtain a financial system and a status report. For example, when we import goods and services and compensate them with dollars, we obtain value commensurate with the artistry involved. Indian EO products, Chinese client items, and French wine. We alone furnish them with low-cost little pieces of paper, currency, $100 transactions. It is an effective method for redistributing the wealth generated within the sector and offering an alternative to the mere acknowledgment of a select few affluent individuals, which, considering they employ the funds to acquire, promote, and maintain them, could not evidently disrupt anything. A significant number of individuals in the vicinity of the arena reinvest the funds they receive for their manufactured goods and services back into the U.S. government. As a result, our investments, conflicts, and numerous current governmental initiatives. What is the significance of that? This enables the government to incur debt rather than impose taxes on Americans from all individuals possessing capital and willing to extend loans. The United States has significantly benefited from the depreciation of the dollar, as a growing number of individuals globally are opting to utilize alternative currencies instead of the greenback. Numerous advantages, in addition to many others. I lack the time to enter. They may be becoming disoriented. Furthermore, the American economy may exert a substantial and enduring influence. Richard Wolff, a distinguished economist, has predicted a substantial financial collapse for the United States in the imminent future. He organizes everything to ensure that numerous individuals can experience it. I envision sharing it with many of you. Trump's activities in the United States may enrage other global superpowers, diminishing their desire in engaging in business with him. Moreover, the United States economy and the U.S. dollar will have significant detriment if that occurs. Nonetheless, there are strategies by which we will address these difficulties. We will prepare and overcome this before to its occurrence. Consequently, we will discuss that. Nevertheless, let us first recognize the mechanics of the current situation and the probable outcomes, as articulated by Richard Wolff. Pay attention and be unequivocally straightforward. In reality, certain elements of the arena are resistant to conservation. Individuals and entities produce valuable items and services, transport them to the United States, and receive dollars in return. They seek the identical advantages that the United States has achieved from foreign investment. They must, however, also equilibrate it by enhancing the significance of their currency, as the United States is the most pivotal, followed by Europe with the euro, China with the yuan, and others. They were executing actions to attain that purpose. The BRICS Global Alliance, comprising Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, is currently attracting the interest of 6 to 10 other nations seeking membership. They must implement an exchange system that is not just reliant on dollars. They constitute about 50% of the global population. Given that the Chinese economy is the strongest among them, they are discussing trading in both Chinese currency and the planned Forex system they have established for this reason. The utmost concrete alternative is that any more individual present. Recently, the Chinese facilitated a resolution between Saudi Arabia and Iran, addressing both direct and indirect conflicts and animosities between the two nations, as well as a considerable aspect of the schism between Sunni and Shiite Islam. Embassies are being established in Saudi Arabia and Iran, among other nations. Furthermore, note that Saudi Arabia, the preeminent oil producer globally, is progressively engaging in trade with China instead of the United States. The alteration is substantial. Historically, oil transactions were denominated in U.S. dollars, necessitating that all participants possess and maintain U.S. dollars. The petro-yuan is a subject of discourse between Saudi Arabia and China. This is an oil transaction denominated in Chinese foreign currency. the dollar's worth may diminish in the future due to its appeal to other currencies. Consequently, goods into the U.S., upon which we currently depend significantly, will become considerably more costly. This will consequently elevate the volume of imports and may induce inflation, while the United States must enhance its status as a prominent exporter. When the value of the U.S. dollar depreciates, our products become more affordable for purchasers using that weakened currency. It will alter the trajectory of our economy. The shifts are typically arduous. Moreover, they can precipitate a catastrophe if not adequately managed or prepared for. This may be as grave as the crisis posed by the recent collapse of the American banking sector. Richard Wolff highlighted a potentially intriguing aspect: China's intention to promote the Chinese yuan. Nonetheless, it is quite probable that BRICS will reach a consensus on an innovative foreign exchange system that they will collectively utilize for their business transactions. A minor segment of a cryptocurrency was visible on the display screen during that occurrence. Given that Bitcoin is insufficient for the transactional needs of numerous huge global platforms, I believe it will be supplanted by alternative cryptocurrencies rather than remaining the sole option. Nonetheless, other alternative cryptocurrencies exist that are mostly utilized for extensive cross-border transactions, such as this one, which can execute hundreds of transactions in stepward second. HBAR and XRP are the initial two that come to mind. It is plausible to conclude that each of those nations would realize substantial financial savings by adopting XRP. They may become infinitely more environmentally sustainable. They might potentially generate substantial profits by acquiring significant XRP reserves, facilitating seamless cross-border payments among themselves. XRP cannot be minted in billions at any arbitrary moment, unlike the US dollar. Consequently, the forex rate utilized for currency exchange among individuals progresses and commences its application. The value of the forex escalates with the magnitude of the use case and the volume of transactions. Consequently, I believe cryptocurrencies are unequivocally the future. Numerous countries concur on their desired course of action. Subsequently, they either utilize an existing coin that has been officially established or enhance that particular currency. There it is. All participants in that endeavor will perceive it as an exceptionally beneficial collaboration. Consequently, I believe the United States is making a